Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you enjoyed our previous video on forgiveness. We welcome you guys here and let's go right into it. So in my sister's corners, where voices find their stage.
Beauty knows no name.
Communication eases pain.
All right. So as always, we start our podcast off with mental check-ins. How are you sisters doing? What's going on?
Hello, sisters. Hello, sisters. How are you guys doing? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I'm not very happy today. And that's because school has started back, guys. School has started back. I know for some of the sisters out there, they're like, "What do you mean school started back?" I'm happy about this, and that's because you probably have children. But for those of us sisters who don't have children, like myself, uh, we wasn't ready for the roads to be congested once again. Okay, I mean the roads are congested, you guys. But outside of that, I am doing very, very well. Uh, to all those sisters who sent their kids off to school, I congratulate you. I wish them the best of the school year. But for me, this today and this week so far, I can do nothing but say thank you, God. Y'all know my motto. I went in work one piece. I came out of work one piece. Okay. So I've been doing a-okay. So sisters, let me know what y'all been up to.
It's been pretty good. Work has been busy. And everything's been pretty good. I will say though, I actually went I did a pickup for a grocery store, which shall not be named until they give us credit or money or payments. And they said I picked up my order and I was like, no, I didn't. Someone stole my order.
Hmm.
Yes, not where shopping is a pleasure.
Oh,
That's all you gotta say.
that's all you gotta say.
That's all you gotta say.
Run them cameras back because I was not there.
Right? I was like, is someone eating my good old salmon that I picked out? Like
Girl, I made salmon this week.
I was like over it. I was like, you know what? We having chicken wings tonight. Like it was like
That's right.
we're having heat wave going on. I was like, I'm not getting out the car. I was like, nah, I'll just we doing chicken wings and everyone was happy. Emma was like over the moon over chicken wings. So that was just a funny moment. You laugh and you're grateful that things like that don't really bother you or shake you.
Okay.
But other than that, it's been pretty chill, pretty good this week.
Okay, sister.
Well, for me, I had an unexpected week. Number one, I got off of work. Someone hit the back of my car. So yeah, that's under investigation at the moment. Yes, where are your integrity? What's your integrity? Like, there's so much cameras around here, and you couldn't leave a note and say, "Hey, I made a mistake and hit your car." Like, stop playing with me. So going through that, and then yesterday, big boy, I woke him up. Big boy is my son. If you guys don't know, I woke him up yesterday to go to daycare, and then his like ear was sticking together, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, my baby got an ear infection." Come to find out, he got an ear infection. So I wasn't planning on that, but parenthood have like is you just don't know. So he was home with me yesterday, and that was a day, honey. That was a day. But other than that, I think my week is going by good. I start back work tomorrow. I do 312s. I don't know if you guys know, but yes, I do 312. I don't like working Monday through Friday. So I love my 312s. So heading back to work, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Well, slow clap for you. You were a mommy that jumped on it and knew that your son had an ear infection and
Yes.
didn't wait. You said, to the doctor we go. So
Yes,
good for
yes.
you.
Thank you.
And just for an update, he's doing okay, correct?
Oh yes, he is. He is himself with them antibiotics and them ear drops, baby. You can't even tell he got an ear infection. I'm like, you not under the weather at all. So yes, thank you, Vanessa. Yes, update. He is doing very very well, and yeah, he's on medication for 7 days. So yes.
All right.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear everyone's doing good, even through our little hurdles and our weekly challenges. We're still intact and one piece and whole.
Absolutely.
So are you guys ready to jump right into this?
Let's do it, sisters.
All right. So we are going to be talking about what's listed as one of the most powerful words to use in the whole world. And that is, on the count of three, we're going to say it together. 1, 2, 3.
No.
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 Thank you. And it's funny because Spanish is no. Dutch or French is none. German is nein. It says in Dutch is ne. Korean is año. And it goes on and on. Brazilian is now. I mean, no matter how you say it in your language, no means no, which means no. And it's a powerful thing. And more people are not afraid to use the word no.
Yes.
So let's talk about your vocabulary. Are we using no? What does no mean to us? Why are we saying no more? Or do we want to say no more? Talk to me.
No.
Well, yeah. Go ahead, sis. You want to take it off?
You know, I won't lie. I have been a victim to the word no. Okay. Okay. No has just became a part of my vocabulary, I would say, within the last year. Okay. But those prior years, a person could ask me to do any and everything under the sun. And although I had no intentions of doing it, I didn't even want to do it. I was upset that they asked me. Instead of saying no, I found myself saying yes. Okay. And then let's just say they asked me to attend a gathering 2 weeks from the day that they asked me. Up until those 2 weeks, I'm contemplating with myself, I'm gonna call them on this day and tell them, man, that I ain't coming. I ain't want to come anyway. And up to the last day, I thought I had the balls to call them and tell them, you know what, things have, happened and occurred. I'm not going to be able to attend. But I found myself at the gathering.
So I guess your balls weren't that big.
They weren't big. They weren't big. They were mediocre. All because I didn't have the notion to tell somebody no. And if you were to ask me, Vanessa, why didn't you just tell them no? Because I felt like I wasn't being a team player. I felt like I wasn't being supportive. I felt like I wasn't being a part of the inner circle. But what I found out, all those things don't even matter if you truly are doing something that you don't want to do. So to me, the word no is a very new word for me. I'm still learning it. But sisters, let me hear from y'all.
Well, for me, just like you, Vanessa, I used to be a yes man. Didn't want to tell people no. If they, Lexi, you want to work an extra shift? No, and I did not. I still said yes or whatever. But I mean, in the long run, when I look at the paycheck, I'm like, I'm glad I worked this extra shift. But no, right But right then and there, no, I did not. In my head, I was like, no. But when I answer, I'm like, yeah. Now you ask me today.
Okay.
Then if you ask me today, a no is a no. Like, I don't feel guilty about saying no. I don't feel guilty about telling the person, not necessarily no, but not today. We can do this another day. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel the need now currently that I have to explain myself on no. Because before I used to, like I said, I used to feel so guilty with saying no, or what this person gonna think about me. Now I just don't care. If I say no, it's a no. So I definitely had to learn that. What about you, sis?
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I honestly have never been a person who has a problem with saying no for majority of just how I am. In some situations, I can tend to say yes, even though I think I should say no. I think ever since I had my child, though, no is like my favorite word. I'd be like, no. That is like, it's just second nature now. You look at me before you even formulate the words in your mouth, I'll be like, no. But I also realized saying no has been a big part of protecting my peace. When people try to put you in situations that you don't want to be in, or people try to pull one over you or step all over you, I realized no has been a stepping block to kind of reclaim and protect myself and my peace and my surroundings. So
Yeah.
honestly, I'm a fan of the word no, and I would invoke everyone to use or encourage everyone to use the word no. Now, I agree with Alexis when it comes to the workplace. Definitely use no, but no kind of hard sometimes. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like when especially like, oh man, we're really struggling with this and this and that. And I'm a team player person as well. So I'm like, a lot of times I'll say yes because for me it's that team play mentality. Like, it's for the greater good of the team. But then I look back and like this job just exploiting what I do. And like it's a juggle, but like I do it because I truly am a team player, but in some situations, I wish I could have more of a no power when it comes to certain things.
Understandable.
Absolutely. A question. Do we or how do we deal for those of us who may feel guilt when we say no? How do you deal with that? How do you rationalize that in your head? Because for me, it was tormenting me. Like to know that somebody asked me something and I told them no and felt comfortable with it at the moment I did. But when I departed from them, oh God, my brain went to running a million miles an hour. Oh God, oh my God, I can't believe they're probably gonna call my mama, tell my mama I said I ain't gonna help them. What's going on? Like, how do you rationalize with if you feel guilt with telling someone no?
I think it depends on the situation. There has been times where, like, for instance, if people ask me for money, I'm looking like, didn't I just give you like $15 like last week, bro? And you still paying me back? Those types of no's, nah, I don't feel guilty. When it's, for instance, if a friend is saying, hey, can you pick me up from the airport? Or you're just like, oh, I don't feel like going, I'm gonna say no. Toss up. It honestly depends on the situation. If I feel guilt, I wouldn't say guilty because I don't feel guilty. If I feel like, dang, it's an internal conflict with myself, whether I want to say yes versus want to say no. But then I always ask myself, is my saying no for me, like truly to preserve me, truly for me, like for my health, for my benefit? Or is it just saying no to be mean and rude? If it's saying no to benefit me, then I don't have guilt associated with it. If it is a no for just because I don't like you or because I'm being rude or mean, then yes, I feel like that's, I wouldn't do that. That's for me. Okay. What about you, Alexis?
For me, like you said, I don't feel guilty when I say no. But the thing you have to realize, if I tell you no, I better be prepared for a no back when I ask you something. So that's how I look at things. It's like, yeah, it's like, you do. If someone asks you for a favor, you say no. They don't really ask them for a favor because you might get that return no. That's how I look at things. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ask her because when she asked me the other week to do this for her, to switch shifts, I said no.
I can't stand that. I can't stand people find. I don't like people find issue. Like, you just told me no, but here you come around mad that I said no to you. No, baby, this is a no friendship right now. When you say no, I say no, we say no together.
Yes.
Yes. I can understand that. But you know what's so funny? You guys realize when you're growing up, a lot of times you hear as a child, no, 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 no. Don't touch this. No, don't do this. No, don't do that. No, don't do this. Don't sit down. No. Can I have ice cream? No. Can I have candy? No. Can I go to bed late? No. 5 more minutes, mommy. No. But and then a lot of times kids' first words are no outside of mama and daddy because they hear it so much.
Yep.
So why do you think we go from no, no, no as a kid to pretty much yes men as adults?
Because as a child, I'm gonna tell it straight up as it is. We knew when mama and daddy said no, there was nothing we could do about it. Okay. So you had no choice but to accept that no, go in your room, say what you want to say about them,
fight the air.
Cry. Yep, out, cry, and ask again tomorrow.
That's true. That's true.
All right. So there was a level, I asked for this. Mom and daddy said no. What can I do about it? I'm gonna be angry. I'm finna go in a room and call them this, say this about them. I'm running away. We never did any of that stuff.
Yeah. Because
But we
after
knew
they
the
say
absolutely. Okay.
after they say no, it ain't no debating.
There's
It
no
ain't
debate.
no,
If you
Mom, can
dare
we talk
date
about
debate,
this? Exactly. It's I know I
yeah,
said no, and that's final. You know
So
what?
then question then, why is it that we're afraid to say no? If we know growing up, our parents were always saying no, no to the no, to the no, no, no. Why are we then afraid to say no? Because if we know our no's mean that's the end, hard stop, don't pass go. Why are we afraid to say no?
That's a good question. Maybe how people would view us, how people would feel. Like you said, oh, she's not a team player. Oh, I would never do her a favor because she told me no. It's just, yeah, basically how people would perceive that.
Mhm.
and also I think it's because when you've heard something so much of your lifespan, you tend to want to do the opposite.
Mm,
Even if you don't mean it, even if you don't want to do it, for the moment, you're going to say yes because everybody's told you no. Every time you look around, can I borrow 25 cents? No. Okay. So you get to a place in life where you don't, just like, adults, they don't want to repeat the mistakes that their parents made,
hmm
and we as people, we don't want to repeat the mistakes that we feel have been, endured to us. And although we don't also realize that within us doing that is also hurting us, we'd rather deal with the consequences later than be viewed as someone who always telling somebody no, like you can't give nobody a helping hand.
True.
Yeah. It's funny. I was reading the article and yeah, I don't know why I was reading the article, but I just stumbled upon it. And it was asking the question, answering the question of why are people afraid to say no. And a lot of it said because of social anxiety, fear of not being accepted or not being viewed as a team player. And it also said it's because fear of missing out on opportunities. People fear that if they say no, are they letting an opportunity that could be beneficial at the end of the day pass them by? So I
Mm,
think there's like a lot of it's fear based. And actually, there is a term that's associated with people who are afraid to say no. That's crazy.
FOMO. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy that people like that's a genuine issue and concern. Now, I will say this new generation that's out here and about, they ain't afraid to say no. They
No.
will quit a job in a heartbeat.
I'm trying to tell you, child. Oof.
It's like, what you said? No, you want to prove my time? All right, I quit. Like it's just
Well,
like
I'm just gonna call out that day. That's what time they on. Oh, you told me no for this vacation? Don't worry about it. You're gonna have to
that
find
part.
somebody to cover that shit.
That part. But I truly value no. Like I'm like this is my parenting style. Not everyone's the same. Um, because it struggled with certain aspects when it dealt with certain people. For me saying no, I'm a big advocate on teaching a child as a younger no and boundaries, self awareness.
Of course.
I'm big on expressing yourself. I'm big on also, speaking the way you feel, but in an appropriate manner.
hmm
And I think I've been doing that a lot with Emma. Like I'm fine with her saying no to certain things. Now, like I'm not saying get carried away. Now, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
qualified statement, but I am okay with her expressing herself and saying no, I don't want to a certain degree, and no to certain things. And then I'm trying to help her understand the benefits of doing this, why you should do this. And then sometimes I just say because I said so, but that's another topic for another day. But I am trying to get her to hone into her emotions to figure out what trigger her, what makes her happy, what makes her sad, recognize it, how to deal with it, how to identify or how to certain things that disturb her peace doesn't really need now. It's granted she's only 4, but I'm Jeffrey is to a husband is really big on recognizing your emotions, and I think part of that is also recognizing the value of saying no and what that does mean, and also yes and what does yes mean. Those
Agreed.
concepts we throw it around with yes and no, but the power behind those words, those simple phrases, those simple words, it's very large, and you have to understand what those things mean, the weight that they carry. And I think there's no right or wrong age to start training a child when to kind of understand those things. So I'm big on that.
Of course. I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah. We also have to understand that when we use certain words like that that are very powerful, we have to stand behind those words.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you ask me for $10 and then I tell you, I really don't got it right now, oh, a lot of times you may have it, but you're not in a position. I've always been told if you're not in a position to let somebody borrow something without looking for it back, then you're
Mm-hmm.
not in the position. Okay.
Yep.
So people may see you got $20 in your hand. Why can't you give me 10 of them dollars? Okay. Because today's Monday. By Wednesday, I'm going to be saying to myself, well, I gave him them $10 because I need gas in my car. And those $10 could have helped me with my gas tank.
But now I'm
So
calling you about my $10.
absolutely, absolutely.
No, ma'am.
If you're not prepared to tell someone no, and then they confront you about it, what you mean no?
Right. That I was just about to say that, Vanessa. It's like when you tell somebody no, and it's like, what do you mean no? What do you mean? What I mean no? I said no. And see, a lot of people think that no has a question mark or a comma. No, a no is a period. It has no and it's a period behind it. That is a
Mhm.
statement.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not room for discussion. It's not room. No is a no. I said no, and I think
But do you
people
feel
have
like
to realize that.
there's a right and wrong way to say no?
Absolutely.
Of course, of course. If it's a boundary thing, no.
No, what? I'm confused. We're using no a lot.
So no, I'm just saying like if it's like a boundary thing and you like they ask you something or ask you to doing something or whatever the case may be, and you know like it's gonna disrupt your peace or like no, I don't feel good with doing that. You don't have to explain yourself. It's a no.
Okay, so that's the question. Do you feel like when you tell someone no, you have to explain to the individual on why you said no?
Me personally, no.
Oh, me personally, I do.
Mm.
Now, what
Yeah.
individual are we speaking on? Are we speaking on coworkers? Because coworkers, I don't explain anything. When I say no, it's a no. Are we speaking on what spouses? Because I mean, I explained the no for a spouse. Like, what type of relationship are we speaking on?
Okay, so we agree that there are levels to relationships with people on which you are willing to explain to them why you said no.
Of course,
Fair.
Okay. Okay.
of course.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for me, I'm not like Lexus. I think even for my coworkers, my no is, you know, there's a statement behind it qualifying why I said no. So I'm like, no, unfortunately I have X, Y, and Z. Or no, I'm really have a lot going on right now. Or no, can I think about it and get back to you later for right now? Or I'll say not flat out no, I'll say can I get back to you right now? Go ahead, Lexus.
But my question is, why do we feel the need to explain? I guess it's a certain surrounding. You peep your surrounding. You know who you work with. All that. When I say no, it's a no. I'm not explaining myself. I'm not doing none of that. So I just feel like why would a person like prime example? It's like, oh, can you pick up a shift? It wasn't done to me though. Can you pick up a shift? And she like, no, I got something to do. He was like, you can tell the truth. You ain't gotta. Excuse me, sir. And she just told you that she got something to do, and you was like, as a manager, you was like, oh no, you could just tell the truth. You ain't got. I'm sitting at my computer like this. I'm like the audacity. But I said, all you gotta do is say no next time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you say no with explanation because it's the polite thing to do. We try to be polite because no is perceived as a negative thing. No, negative, one and the same kind of. So I think people try to soften it by saying no because of this, or reason with when you hear no, so it doesn't land on your ears so bluntly. Let me say no, but let me cushion it with an explanation or a little statement behind it, so that way you receive that no better.
Well, I
Do
guess
we
I'm
have to do it?
because I
No.
don't explain my nose.
Mm-hmm.
When
And
I
that's why
say
people say you're rude.
no, I don't care. When I say no, it's a no. And for me, it's a boundary thing. Like I said, I know what type of surrounding, you know what I'm saying? You have to adjust to your surroundings. And that is why when I say no, it's a statement. It's not leaving you up for any like debate. No, it's a no. Because it
Let me
can
ask
be
you a
a
question.
debate. So that's
Can I ask you a
why
question?
I have my boundaries of a no.
Do you think your no's, your hardcore stop no's can come off rude?
Oh yeah, of course. But people know at the end of the day, they know me at my job as being real. I don't beat around the bush. I don't say no, but I gotta do this. No, it's a no. You're gonna ask me something, I'm either gonna say yes or I'm either gonna say no. My no, I'm standing behind my no.
But you can be real, not rude.
Of course. But that's why I
Okay.
said a lot of people at my job, like I get along with a lot of people, but they say, oh, Alexis, oh yeah, if she don't want to do something, oh baby, she gonna tell you no. And that's just the type of person I am.
Yeah.
And for me, when it comes to work, I'm the same, and I agree. It depends on the relationship that you have with people, because work, I'm the same way. Okay, they know you might can call me on a Saturday, and I may come in. Okay,
Mhm.
but if
That's
you
a no.
dare disrespect me and call me on a Sunday, the answer is absolutely no. Okay,
She be
I'm
right.
not
She
going
be
to
right up at
explain
that
to you.
job, honey.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain to you why. None of that. Okay,
Okay, that's
you
your
know,
boundary.
absolutely, they know that. Okay, so as we were sitting here talking, I was saying to myself, well, I would explain to people every time, but I just realized, no, I won't. Let them call me on a Sunday talk. Can you come in? No. Okay, and I would answer the phone just to politely tell them no. I'm not going to send a text message back telling them, no, I can't come in. No.
Baby, I don't want the answer.
Okay.
You're not gonna interrupt me on my day off. This is my day off. I don't even answer.
You know,
That's an unsilent no.
because the stigma when you working and people call you is that I hear it in my job all the time. They can call someone who's off that day. Can you come in? They call them, they didn't answer. And the first thing I hear my manager say when he got the phone, let's just say the person named Tiffany. Oh, Tiffany didn't answer because she's scared to just tell me to my face, no, she don't want to come.
Well, let them think that.
So I'm gonna be the one who answer the phone to tell them no. She see me calling. Why didn't she answer? You know, so yes, it does depend on the relationship with the individual who's saying no to. Am I going to be willing to explain why I'm telling no? Like growing up, talked about the mothers and the fathers. They didn't really have too much patience in telling us why we can have that popsicle.
Mhm.
Okay? They said no, and that's what they meant. Okay. And we weren't strong enough back then to tell them why I can't have no popsicle.
Oh, not strong enough. You know better. You knew better not to talk back, but baby, when that door closed, oh baby, I was like, damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So how about you, Vanquilla? What are your boundaries with explaining no?
I just want to sit here and say this though, for you grandparents out there watching, the same no you was given to us, I'm gonna need you to give it to these grandkids, okay?
Yes,
We don't
please.
need to have
Yes.
popsicles in the morning. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
If it's not a popsicle, it's a gummy bear packet.
I'm trying to tell you.
Or
And if you say
chocolate.
no and my child start crying, it's still a no. Sorry. Had to clear the air on that one real quick, okay?
And sisters who are watching, don't be afraid to tell your mothers and fathers the same thing, okay? Don't be afraid.
That's true. That's true.
Because you know, and Vanquilla, I'm glad you brought that up, okay? Because a lot of parents these days, oh, when y'all was growing up, I ain't let y'all do that. I ain't let my kids do none of that.
Mm-hmm.
Those same parents and their grandkids are able to do it.
Mm, mm, mm.
What happened to the no, sir?
Yeah.
What happened to the no, ma'am?
And then they be like, well, we just so tired. No. Your mouth ain't tired. Say no.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you since you brought it up, Vanessa. Both of y'all grown, right?
We grown.
Okay. Are you going to sit here right now and tell your parents no?
I mean, what we saying no about?
Anything. If your parent actually go to the store and pick up some stuff for them, if your parent actually pay the co-payment for them for a bill, if your parent tell you, I'm throwing out random things, are you gonna tell them no? If you don't want to do it, you're gonna tell them no.
No, I'm gonna do it. Because why? Because you took care of me. You know, you played a part in the person that I am today and the woman that I am today. So yeah, you can have it all.
Okay, another example. How many times has if one of y'all parents say, "Can you get me this from Amazon?" Why y'all say no?
You know, it's funny that you just asked that because yesterday on the way coming home from work, my father called me and he asked me where was I. I said I'm about 10 minutes from the house. Okay, never mind, baby girl. It was at that statement I knew that he needed something. I knew that my father needed something. I said, "What's up, father?
Right,
What's going on? What do you need?" "Oh, I don't need nothing." I said, "Daddy, please, sir, what do you need?" "Oh, I was just wondering if you could stop by the store and get some crackers, but you already almost home, so never mind." I said, "Father, if you want me to stop and get some crackers, that's what I'm doing." Okay? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "Well, why didn't you tell your daddy no?" And like my sister Alexa just said, because that man been good to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
But you know what you could tell them, right?
What's up?
The same thing it would tell us when we asked to go to McDonald's. You got some cracker money? You over here begging for stuff. Or you could have said, we got some crackers at home. Look at the closet. The same
But what get me is he said, "Oh, never mind, sir. You know you still want it, but you still say, what do you want?"
Right? You could have easily told them no. But then that's what your daddy does. I'm sorry, that's what our daddy does. I keep saying we always do this. We always say your daddy but that's what their daddy does. When he wants something and he don't want to know, it's the baby voice that comes out. Hey, baby girl.
But then again, we can't blame him. We can't blame him because in the background, our mother was talking, and I guess I said, "What kind of crackers do you want?" I said, "Do you want saltine crackers, club crackers, or Ritz cracker?" In the background, "What kind of crackers you want?"
Sir, you know what kind of crackers you want.
You always send the Lincoln's link in there to go and ask the question because the likelihood of them being told no is low.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So,
okay,
when it comes to the person, you gonna say yes or you gonna say no? Absolutely.
Period. And it ends with a period.
Yeah, but the parents, I agree, they got it on lock. I think the parents and your family, for the most part, got it on lock. Now, some people in my family, I know I say no willingly, happily. I'd be like, no. Like they know. I think I have the reputation out of the three of us of don't ask man because it's gonna be a no with certain things. I think out of the three of us, I think the easiest person, the more caring person, no offense to the other person, is Vanessa.
Of course, I agree with you.
Vanessa's definitely like, it's like, oh, let's ask Vanessa. She, you're more willing to get a yes from Vanessa,
than
from both of us.
I would have said Alexis.
No, I would have said you, baby. I agree with you. No, I agree with Vanquilla. I would have said you. Because I'm like a 50-50. You might get a yes, you might get a no from me.
You a 50-50? No, you a 75 no or 25 yes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I wrote that.
We'll take that too.
Yo, everybody be scared to ask the lady, like, nah, she gonna say no.
Girl, stop lying.
No, I'm joking.
But no, I definitely agree. If you want a yes and you want something, yeah, go ahead and ask Vanessa, child.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa, she ain't gonna tell you no. But that's the good thing about you. You got a amazing heart, sister. And I definitely admire that about you. Definitely admire that about you.
Yeah, because
Well,
it can't be.
just too bad for the people out there in the world, because I'm about to tighten up. I'm about, I'm about to get a little stronger up out of here.
So hey, sisters, if you need anything,
You better get it out of me now. 'Cause I'm gonna be tougher next video.
Listen,
go to her if you need anything.
you know what? It's so crazy when at my job. So we do this Christmas thing once a blue moon. And someone bought a no button, and all you hear is pressing and be like, no, 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 no. I think I'm gonna get that for you for Christmas. So you don't feel guilty by saying no, you just hit it and it says no. So I got you, sis. I got you.
She gonna change it. It's gonna be like, yes, 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 yes. I'm like, I knew you couldn't laugh.
Now, when it comes to my nieces and nephews, I might change it, but come on now. Come on. Them the babies.
Yeah. That's definitely your weakness to your nieces and nephews. The weakness for you.
I can. But one thing I don't do and tolerate is disrespect.
Disrespect. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you the world, but no disrespect now.
Mhm.
That's right.
And I will say, no, 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 no.
Or she may say no, but you do this and we can have this. or not right now. But it's always gonna be a but somewhere. Okay, with this one, with her nieces and nephew. It's always gonna be but. They're gonna get it at the end of the day. She might say no, but she gonna come around with it.
Yes, it's so funny. I remember Emma came and told me that no, it was Mom that told me that Auntie Vanessa had said no to Emma, and Emma said, I'm gonna go tell Nana on you. And
When above my authority.
I'm like, her no is a no, is a no.
Right.
So
But hey, once again, another topic that can just continue to be talked about for days on end. For those who are viewing us, our sisters out there, what are your stories about the word no? Has anyone ever told you no and you got bent out of shape? Or you was upset with them and want to talk to them for days on end? Are you a person who can say no and mean it and stand by it? Please don't forget that you can always communicate with us with our through our email, which is always in the video, in the description of our videos. And you can always ask us questions within our comment section of our videos as well. All right, so we are going to go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is our advice column. Woo, woo, woo. Now,
who wants to go first?
Let me just go ahead and bring it on home, okay?
Okay.
I was scrolling, but this question just stood out to me the most because it's the most common. It's the most common question that I see a lot. And the person just simply asks, what do you do when you out and about having a good old grandiose time with your fam bam? If somebody walk up to you and say, hey, how you doing, man? Can you give me a ride?
Now,
how do you say no to that?
Do I know you? I don't know you, right?
You know the person. But you out with the family right now. Y'all having a good time.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, so if I know you, I'm gonna lean in real close and be like, no.
You be like, huh? I can't hear you.
I'm gonna say,
no. Oh.
No, if I'm out with the family, no.
And the reason why this stuck out to me because, let's just take the scenario of you out with your family out. I've had times where I'm getting off work and somebody running out the door after me to me, hey, Vanessa, can you give me a ride home?
I hate that. Oh my goodness. Now that I would have said yes. Cause just like what I'm like, come on.
No, see, no, y'all doing it wrong. What you do is you pretend like you listen to the music and you can't hear them calling your name. And you keep walking to your car.
Now let me tell you this: is they doing that every day or every so often?
I'm gonna be honest with them. My situation, it was a one-time thing.
Oh,
Okay. They came up to me asking for a ride home. And the next thing I know, I was in my car going home without them. Okay.
Well, you said no. Kudos to
Big-
you.
Straight up.
But let's be
Straight
honest though, I agree with Vanessa. It's at the end of the day, I want to go home. My
Yeah.
dog's barking. I'm tired. Sometimes you just want to, like, you can barely make it to your house, let alone detour to drop somebody else off. So that day was just the day that she didn't want to be. Nah.
Especially if they live it in the opposite direction. No. If it's on my way, then okay. Come on now. If it's
But
on my way,
every
it's a
day-
one-time thing. Cool.
Every day this person was coming to work telling me how they got a 2000 something kind of car, but they brother dropped them off to work this morning, so they ain't got the car. Every day their brother dropped them off to work. They ain't never got the car. So I'm like, well, if he don't know how to come pick you up in your own car, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, sis.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
peace out. And I hit the pedal to the metal. Yeah.
Did you rev the engine so they can non-stop? That's not nice.
I mean,
Go out that black smoke. Stop playing with me. See you.
no, she's white. She's not black.
Oh, black is bad.
Good engines around here now.
but listen though, for real though, I think if I'm out, so here I'm gonna give my situation. Okay, if I'm out and I had a friend who asked me to take them home and I was with my family, one, as a woman, I'll probably in the relationship I will consult with my partner and be like, hey, so and so is in the need now, and then him what we talk about, I'd be like, hey, listen, we're out with the family. Maybe I can call you Uber instead, or can I? Could you wait or something like that, something to that effect. I think I could see myself doing that if it was a really good friend and, it's not a reoccurring thing every 5 seconds to, because I know that's the type of husband that he is, the guy he is. He'll sit there and say, you know what, we're out, but let me call you Uber. He's actually done it before in the past. He's gotten someone Uber that was closed. I mean, it wasn't breaking the bank. Let's be honest. And he was able to, get them to where they need to. And it was a desperate situation, not like they just wanted to go to a party or whatever. However, it was something that someone I didn't really know, then I don't think I would. I think I would say, hey, unfortunately, not right now. I'm not able to. Once again, there I'm about to explain. I would say no. I say, unfortunately, I'm not able to. I'm with my family right now. It's our family time, and I can't pull them away or end it. So sorry. Maybe next time I got you. That's probably how.
Remember that next time.
I know.
That's why I don't say none of that. That's where you messed up at.
But let me ask you,
say no with your family. I'm telling you, these people will never forget that. That's why I was riding with you until you said, well, maybe next time. I'm like, maybe next time. Better gonna remember that.
Okay, so maybe I would not say maybe next time.
Because that next time, and you're in the same situation, spending the next day, the weekend with your family, what you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm like, bro, last time I told you with my family, you asked me again with my family. Come on now, this is a reoccurring theme, bro. Like, let it go. I told you next time I'm not with people, like, man. So I don't know if it's like that. That's just my opinion.
Gotcha.
Understandable.
All right, you guys ready for my scenario?
Yes,
Go, let's do this.
Okay, so I'm gonna paraphrase because it was like an essay. So two brothers, both have women in their lives. The older brother was getting married, and the younger brother was secretly engaged. And he asked his brother, could he announce that he was engaged at his wedding? He was saying no, but then their mother was like, that's not fair. That's not right. You need to let him announce his engagement. This is family's already there. Let's do it. Family's there. So he said, yes, fine. So he announced that he was engaged at his brother's wedding, and, it took the thunder away from them. Fast forward, the younger brother's getting married now, but now the older brother is pregnant. His wife is pregnant, and they want to announce it at his wedding. So they thought it was fair since their family's going to already be there. So he asked the mother, and the mother said no. He asked the brother said no. So they're all saying no, you cannot do You cannot announce your pregnancy at the younger brother's wedding. So here comes the wedding. The older brother says, surprise, we're pregnant. So he did it anyways. And now the family's at odds and not speaking to each other. Do you think the Noah situation, who was right and who was wrong?
It should have never took place from them like announcing their engagement in the first place. Because if that's the moment for them, we need to keep that moment for them. And if y'all have to just have family come back out, then that's what it's going to have to be. You hear so many stories about a best friend getting married and then her best friend announced that she's engaged. I don't like that. That's y'all 2 days. Let it be for y'all. You know. So no, I don't know. That wasn't right. What do you think, Vanessa?
And the fact that what really, perturbs me is that not only did you do it, but you consulted with the parties, and then you did it anyway. That to me is truly an act of, evilness. An act of, despite of what you said, how you feel, and what's going on, I'm going to let it be known anyway. And I agree. That was not a time and a place to do that. We celebrate, the births of babies and announcements of babies all the time. All that can be done separately, and all that can be done, invitingly. It can be done in order. So, I hope that family is able to, get beyond that. But I do feel that there is a time and a place for everything, and he should have found his place to do what he did.
Yeah.
I guess I must be evil because I'm with the older brother. Because here's my perspective. My no meant to no. When you first asked me about announcing your engagement at my wedding, I told you no. And then you got our mother involved and changed my no to a yes. That goes back to the parent. As you're an adult, will you tell your parents no? He should have told his mama no when she approached him. That's my day. That was mistake number one. Your no wasn't a no. You said no for a reason. And you let people and family turn your no into a yes. Go ahead. Jump in, sis.
Okay, I misunderstood the question.
Well, it's two parts because he then did it to the other brother.
So I thought the brother wanted to announce that his brother was getting married, but he wanted to announce that he was also getting married.
So it was the older brother number one was getting married. At his wedding, brother number two wanted to say, hey, we're engaged. Brother number one was like, no, this is my wedding. But the mother of the two brothers was like, no, let your brother announce it. All family are there. Fast forward, brother number two is getting married. Brother number one wants to announce that he's pregnant. His family's pregnant, his wife. And now they're saying no, but the brother went ahead and announced it anyways. So in my point of view is I'm with the older brother because a couple things. Your no means no. Your no means no. The power of no. And even as an adult, sometimes you have to tell your parents no. And that situation right there, that's just why I asked the question. That situation right there, he should have told his mother politely, no. He could have easily announced it, phone call, video, mail, like whatever he would have did. But that was the moment for his brother, not for the younger brother. You see what I'm saying? Now, fast forward, I have another issue because why is it okay for the younger brother to do it, but the older brother can't do the same thing? To me, that's not, as a parent, that's not right. For you to sit there and say no, no, but then for the younger brother, it was yes, yes. So I think if that same principle applies, all the families together, let's announce it, then fine, announce it. However, what I don't really care for is the fact that do unto others as you want them to do unto you. You didn't like what your younger brother did to you, so then why turn around and do it to him? For me, that was a little icky, but for the most part, I'm with the older brother. Is if I say a no, but my no is not good enough, then same goes for your no. If it's a family event, it's a family announcement, and you go from there. So I'm with the older brother. That's my opinion.
I feel like he was trying to play get back though.
Could be.
It could be
perceived, and that's what he went wrong at. Like I understand that you agree with the older brother, but that's what he went wrong at. You trying to play get back from years ago when you told him no and he still did it, and he's like, you know what? Even though he told me no, I'm still going to announce our pregnancy. I feel like that's get back.
It could be. It could be that, or it could be the fact that if I come to you and ask you about can I announce this at your wedding, and you tell me no, it makes me think like, wait, hold on, but it was okay to announce it at my wedding, it could be a get back thing, but it also could be let's be fair. How is it okay if you announce it at my wedding, but it's not okay for me to announce my joy at your wedding? It could very well be a get back. I don't know. I just think for me, I kind of align with the older brother because I'm like, come on now, don't do it 1 minute and not do the next. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
But that also makes me dig even deeper to think, why would the first brother think it would be appropriate to even ask such a thing?
That's what I'm saying.
I would never understand that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have your own time frame, your own moment, your own.
Yes. And then on top of that, for the older brother to say no, and then the younger brother go run to the mama.
Yeah, she had nothing to do with that. So you put her in a position.
And she's not paying for this wedding.
You say yes.
She a guest. She's not paying for this wedding, so I'm confused of what she gonna say. So who's gonna say?
Or maybe her and the daddy did, and she felt like she was entitled to say yes.
Say yeah.
And I hope that wasn't it, because you paying for it or not. See, that's a juggle thing as well. If you're paying for a wedding, sometimes you feel like you can't say no. So it could have very well been that. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So
I would have said,
huh? I ain't hear you. What you said?
no.
All right, sisters. So I am going to tie this in. It says how to nicely say no. Following these steps can help you feel more confident and professional when you want to say no. Number 1, be straightforward. So not no maybe, I don't think so. You need to be straightforward. Number 2, briefly explain yourself. Not like Vanquilla said, oh, maybe we can do this next time. No. Briefly
or
explain
not
yourself.
like you said no.
Number 3, bring up an alternative. No, but we can do this.
I said next time I got you.
Yeah.
And I said Uber.
4, right? And then 4, keep your stance. So if you say no, make that final and make that clear.
Yeah, I agree. And when in doubt, you lean in and you say,
I totally agree. I totally agree. Once again, great topic.
Yes.
What does it mean to say no to someone? How do you feel when people say no to you? How do you handle when you have to say no to someone? Sisters, please do not forget, we thank you for watching. You are more than able to interact with us. Once again, our email is in the description of the video. Please send us your stories about no. Send us your stories about any topics that you may have or questions about any topics that we have done. We thank you guys tremendously for bearing with us. We are going to get where we want to be right now. It may seem like a struggle, but for us, it's just the beginning.
Yes.
If there are no last words, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight. Yes. And please looking for us as we return for our next topic and our next video.
And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you later, sisters.
Bye.
Bye.